YouTube, what's up fellas? It's your boy Alex. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you're watching this video from. Hope your day's going good. If you haven't hit the gym today, let's go, bro. Every day we're working, we're improving, right? And I want to take the time today to make the video. I already recorded one, but I've been feeling passionate about it. It's the last day in Miami. Beautiful last day, but we're heading out, flying back home to Seattle tomorrow. Really excited for the summer. Yeah, we'll get right into it though. So what I want to talk about in today's video is if you're going hard and if you're always putting yourself in difficult situations, life's going to be easy, right? And what I mean by this is most people say their life is so hard, but those people are, hitting snooze every morning. They're not eating breakfast. They're skipping their workouts. They're drinking soda instead of water. They're eating mac and cheese instead of some healthy, high protein foods, right? And I say this because if you're always putting yourself in difficult situations, when you're struggling every single day, man, it's tough. When you're struggling every single day, life is going to be easy. Because if you're always living it hard, life's going to be easy, bro. Because what's hard anymore? That's just the norm. Because if hard is your norm, you're used to it. You get comfortable with it. Haven't y'all ever just, like, for me, for example, I started taking cold showers, right? And now when I take a cold shower, it's not even like I think twice. Like, obviously sometimes it's like, bro, this shit's cold, right? But I like those cold showers. It helps me stay focused, stay disciplined. But at this point, it's pretty easy because I'm doing those things every single day. In the gym, I do my squats, bro. Squats, I hate them, but I love them too because when you're done with those, man, it feels so good. It feels so good. I was talking to my boy Troy about this the other day. Shout out Troy. Squats and leg press both grow your legs, right? But squats are harder. And usually the things that are harder are going to be better for you. Squats are a great exercise. I've done those for the last 5 years, bro. Now leg press you can still grow, but is it going to be the same growth? I don't know. When I squat, I think I have this little game I play. It's like think people who hurt me, people who did stuff behind me, people who said I couldn't do it, every single person. And that's what motivates me, man. What motivates you? What keeps you going? Because I think of that every single time because I know I'm not as good as I'm gonna be. I'm not as great as I'm gonna be, but I'm better than I used to be, right? And I'm going to war with myself when I'm squatting. I'm only focused on me. I wear a hat sometimes, so I literally don't I'm just the vision's right here, right? And I want to share a story with you all to kind of demonstrate this. So I'm scuba certified, right? My pops and I, we've dove. I'm blessed that we've been able to travel to some really cool locations in the world together and just see the beautiful underwater life, man. It's magical. But most people get certified in Hawaii, in Mexico, in Florida, somewhere where it's warm, right? Somewhere where it's nice and warm. Me, on the other hand, I got certified in the Pacific Ocean in Seattle, Washington in November. And for those of y'all who don't know, that shit's cold. Freezing. I think the water temperature is like 45 degrees. And to give you some perspective, when you're like in Mexico, the water's 80 degrees. But my family was going to Costa Rica, right? We were going to Costa Rica for my pop's birthday. Had a really nice trip. And this was when I was 110 pounds, so I didn't have any body fat either or anything like that. But my pops, he was like, Alex, let's get you certified. I want you to get certified. I'm like, hell yeah, sign me up. And he's like, okay, we're gonna do your course here, but if you want to dive with us in Costa Rica, if you want to dive with me in Costa Rica with some hammerhead sharks for some cool stuff, I need you to do it here. And I was like 13 at the time, 14. I'm like, man, all right. And I did my courses, I did my certifications, and it was pretty quick. I didn't have much time, but every single weekend, right when school got out, on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I was in my room, on my laptop doing these courses, writing the notes down, you know what I'm saying? And I was learning the stuff, right? And I went with my instructor, Mike, in West Seattle. We were working in the pool, and this pool was like 80 degrees, 90 degrees, dude. It was like a hot tub. It was awesome. Playing with toys underwater, getting certified, practicing, taking the mask off, flooding the mask, all that stuff, right? And it was going pretty good. But then it came the day when I had to get certified. Dude, the day when I had to get certified, and I got that in the Pacific Ocean in November on a 40-degree day, bro. The air was as cold as the water. The water was probably colder than the air, bro. Cause Seattle's up north, but the water is cold. My homies in Seattle, we go in the lakes in the summer, but no one goes in the ocean, bro. Cause even in the summer when it's hot, it's freezing. It's so cold. And I had a wetsuit, so when you get a wetsuit, basically what happens is the water floods you, and your body warms it up, but you got to get the water in first. And when you're getting 40-degree water at 8 a.m. in the morning, bro, yeah, it's not pleasant, right? So I'm driving with my pops. At 7 a.m. because we had to do 2 dives one day and then 2 dives the next day. and I was certified. I knew what to do, but then I was like in the ocean. The water's like dark. I can't see anything. No tropical, no Maldives water. It was dark. It was green. Like I couldn't see 10 feet in front of me. And we went on the shore at like 7 a.m. and dude, it was uncomfortable as hell. And I remember getting in the water. I'm like, motherfucker, this shit is so cold. Like it is so cold. But we did it in the first dive. You know, it was okay. Like I warmed up to it. But let me tell you, one of the hardest things I've done in my entire life so far was getting back. So when we were done with that dive, you'd get to like your little like tent. It would be warm, a heater, you'd huddle up. Dude, wetsuits. Mike, my instructor, was in a dry suit, so homie was wearing sweaters underneath, was warm. Me, on the other hand, being 1,300 pounds, I had to now get back into that wetsuit. I had to roll it up, which was soaked, was freezing, and it's like when you get out of like the lake for a long time, you cool down because your body cools down, right? So my body was cold, it was freezing. I was getting back into that wetsuit, and I remember like my lips were puffed. I was so cold, and I wasn't even in the water yet. I was so cold. I was like, Pops, I don't want to do it. I want to quit. And I remember my father, he looked at me. He's like, you can quit, but then you can't dive with us in Costa Rica where it's warm. And he was telling me, he's like, you know, it might be uncomfortable right now, but when you get to Costa Rica, it's going to be so warm and it's going to be nice. It's going to be easy because you were putting yourself in a hard situation. So Mike, my instructor, my father were telling me, like rallying me up as like a 13-year-old. And I'm like, all right, bet. Let's do this. Like it sucks. And getting back in the water with that wetsuit was probably a top 3 hardest moment in my life. Mentally, physically, emotionally, I was like all over the place. I was so cold. And to make things worse, when I was actually getting certified on that second dive, when I was already cold, one of the things you do is you buddy breathe to practice that in case of a bad scenario, right? So I was underwater with Mike, like 50 feet underwater with Mike, and he's like giving me the hand code for like buddy breathe, share air. And so I threw my thing, like slow and control, threw it, grabbed his thing, cleared it, did it, and I cleared it, but it like filled with water, and I'm like, okay, let's just try it again. It filled with water again, and I'm like, holy shit, Mike. And he's like, calm down, it's okay, because he didn't know. And like I'm like in fight or flight mode. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna fucking die. And I'm like, dude, I tried it 3 times. I'm about to lose my air. I swim up. When you swim up, you gotta like decompress, like so you don't like get nitrogen in your blood, all that stuff. And I barely made it to the top. Right, I got to the top. I was like, like crazy moment and stuff. And Mike, he comes to the top. He's like, Alex, what are you doing, bro? I'm like, bro, it fucking didn't work. And he's like, dude, you just didn't clear it right. And he tries it and it didn't work. So I was 40 feet, 50 feet underwater, and that didn't work. And it always works, right? It was like a mishap, like a 1% type thing. And I problem solved. I like swim to the surface because I had no other options, right? If I stayed, I would have died. And I ended up getting the certification. The second day was a little bit easier, still really tough in November, cold as hell. Went to Costa Rica, had a great time. Hammerheads, sharks, octopus, seahorses, beautiful water down there. It was warm, yeah, it was great. But if I would have never did that hard certification, I wouldn't have been able to dive there, have those unique experiences with my father, seeing those beautiful, that beautiful underwater world. It was one of those things in my life where it was so hard, but it made other things easy. It made other things easy because I was so uncomfortable. And what I'm trying to say, the moral of the story is you gotta do hard things every single day. Challenge yourself, put yourself in situations where like, man, like this fucking sucks. And because if you do that every single day, life is gonna be easy because of it. Life is gonna be so much easier because of it. I try to challenge myself every single day. Y'all know my morning routine: cold shower, right away, drink some cold water, just get myself up. I always wake up right away when that alarm goes off. I honestly don't remember the last time I've hit snooze, because it's like, I know if I hit snooze, I'm starting my day with an L, and I'm gonna try to start stacking those dubs every single day in the morning, because teams who win are more likely to keep winning, right? So if I start my day winning with a cold shower right away, with getting up on time, with eating a healthy breakfast, getting some exercise, I'm gonna be setting myself up for success, right? So I want to challenge you every single day. Pick one thing that's gonna challenge you. It might be something as simple as like reading for 30 minutes. I love reading now, but I used to hate reading. It'd be a chore for me. And you can do that 30 minutes a day. Set a timer, throw your phone away, and just read. And it's gonna be tough. But every single day, do the things that make you harder. You know, you can take cold showers. You can opt to squat over like over a leg press. You can opt to eat healthy over eating junk food. You can opt to say no, bro. No is so powerful, and it's hard sometimes because you want to say yes, you want to please people, but sometimes you got to say no. And although some people might get butthurt, those are the people who are mature enough to realize that. But you got to realize, like, saying no comes with power, it comes with respect. So when people can see that you say no, that you can stand up for yourself, that you got a backbone, bro, that's going to be something people respect you for, along with doing these hard things every single day, right? So that's the video today. I want to encourage y'all to keep going. Don't give up. Keep the head up. Keep pushing. Remember, nothing good in life comes easy. The best things in life take failure, take struggle, take sacrifice, take periods where you don't think it's going to work out, right? So I want to encourage y'all to keep going. Keep going when and even if it gets tough, because it's going to get hard. Shit is going to get hard. But are you going to back down or are you going to get up? Life's throwing you on the ground. Are you going to get up? You know, you might be in round 10 of the boxing match. You might be bleeding out of one eye. You got a cracked rib. You can barely get up. You know, there's 12 matches in a boxing round. You might be around 11 in life right now. So you got to keep those fists up. You got to keep fighting. Because most people are going to give up. But that's the only decision you can make. But what do I know, man? I'm Alex. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see all y'all in the next one. Take care.